Welcome back to Economics online class. After a long holidays, we are meeting, isn't it? So, I'm thinking so. You have learned, already I have given 6 questions. You have learned thoroughly. So, before starting this lesson, you can recall what we have learned previously. See, Economics Lesson 1, Understanding Development, Perspectives, Measurement and Sustainability. About that we have learned, isn't it? So, what are the different perspectives about development we have learned, and what are the indicators also we have learned? What are the indicators of development? That is improvement, growing process in any direction, way of moving forward, not doing same mistake twice, part of daily life, advance, grows within, never ending process, bettering yourself, freedom to grow and progress. Next, about NNP, net national product, and PCI, per capita income, and PPP is the purchasing power parity, and HDI is the human development index. About that also we have learned, isn't it? So, about this detail we have learned already, and also 6 questions I have marked and give. So today we can learn about the sustainability of development. What do you know about this sustainability of development? Sustainability, that means sustainable economic development is taken to mean development without damaging the environment and not compromising with the needs of the future generation. So, sustainability of development. What do you know about this? Here, according to this sustainability, sustainable economic development, sustainability, that means what? In Tamil we will say it is நிலையான மேம்பாடு. Okay. So, there is one question also, Roman number 5, question number 1, describe the policies for sustainable development. So, sustainable economic development is taken to mean development without damaging the environment and not compromising with the needs of the future generation. That means what? We should not damage the future generation. What that means? We should be careful whenever we are using we should be using something, we should be careful. We want to keep it for the future generation also. For example, we are using water. We should not waste water. Okay. So, sustainable economic development is taken to mean development without damaging the environment and not compromising with the needs of the future generation. The consequence of environmental degradation do not respect to national or state boundaries. So, the consequence of environmental degradation, it do not respect to national or state boundaries. So, sustainability of development is comparatively a new area of knowledge in which scientists, economists, philosophers and other social scientists are working together. So, if all these people work together only, it can be developed. What can be developed? The sustainable development can be achieved for the environment. Okay, for our nation also, we can achieve this development. Natural resources can be divided into 2 types. What are the 2 types of natural resources? Renewable resources and non-renewable resources. You all know renewable resources are replenishable, example solar energy. Non-renewable resources are non-replenishable. Renewable resources we can use again and again. At the same time, non-renewable resources we can't use again and again. So, what is the example for renewable resources? These renewable resources are replenishable, example solar energy. that is getting from the sunlight, isn't it? Next, non-renewable resources are non-replenishable. That is example coal, petroleum. Often if you are taking the coal and petroleum means it will be you can't use again and again. Next, groundwater is an example of a renewable resources. So which is the best example for renewable resources? Groundwater. Okay. The question arises as to how sustainable development is possible if the resources are overused rather than getting repulsed. Non-renewable resources get exhausted after certain number of years of extracting and using them, and they cannot be repulsed. Okay, so which is the example for renewable resources? Groundwater. These non-renewable resources get exhausted after a certain number of years of extracting and using them, and they cannot be repulsed. So there is one box also. This literacy rate of Tamil Nadu is the second highest among the southern state. So which is the among the state which is the second highest literacy rate? Tamil Nadu. At the same time, Tamil Nadu's literacy rate is higher than the national average. The enrollment for higher education in Tamil Nadu is the highest in India. Sometimes they may ask question also, one word question. Which is the highest literacy rate in among this Tamil Nadu? Okay. Among the state which is the highest literacy rate, that is the Tamil Nadu is the second highest among the southern state. Tamil Nadu's literacy rate higher than the national average. To achieve real sustainability, we need to balance economic, social and environmental sustainability in equal harmony. Okay, so what are the things we need in order to achieve real sustainability? What are the things we want to balance? Economic, social and environmental sustainability in equal harmony. All these things we want to keep in equal harmony. Okay, so then only we can achieve this real sustainability. In general, the question of development or progress is continuous. At all times, as a member of society and as an individuals, we need to ask where we want to go, what we wish to become, and what our goals are. Then this is the general question. Often we are asking where we want to go, or what we want to do, and or what we want to become as after completing our studies. This one, so in order to achieve this real sustainability, we need what are the things? Balance economic, social and environmental. These are the three things we need in order to achieve the real sustainability. There is one box also. The parameters. What do you mean by this parameter? That is the measurement. Okay. Parameter: Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and India. What was the literacy rate of these countries? First one, literacy rate, sex ratio, enrollment in higher education. These three things. So each and every state, how much percentage it was. So literacy rate, it was taken in the census was taken in 2011. Andhra 67.02, Karnataka 75.36, Kerala 94%, and Gujarat state 78.03%, and Uttar Pradesh 69.72%, Tamil Nadu 80.09, and India 74.04. Next one, what was the measurement of sex ratio about the female for per 1000 male in 2011. This census also taken in 2011 only. In Andhra 993, Karnataka 973, Kerala 1084, and in Gujarat 919, and UP 912, and in Tamil Nadu 996, and in India 943. Next, third one is the enrollment in higher education. How much percentage of people are educated at a higher level? In Andhra, 30.8 percentage. In Karnataka, 26.1. Kerala, 30.8 percentage. Gujarat, 20.7 percentage. In UP, 24.5 percentage. And in Tamil Nadu, 44.3 percentage. And in India, 24.5 percentage. So, these renewable resources are replenishable resources. These are pollution free and environmental friendly. These resources take a short time for renewal. Okay. So, what do you know about these renewable resources and the non-renewable resources? From this picture itself, you can understand. This is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. This renewable resources are replenishable resources. These are pollution free and environment friendly. These resources take a short time for renewal. So, this renewable resources cannot be exhausted. At the same time, non-renewable resources can be exhausted in within one day. Renewable resources, it can be used again and again, but non-renewable resources cannot be used repeatedly, isn't it? So, can you give some example for renewable resources? They are the solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and hydroelectrical energy. And also example for non-renewable resources, coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Next, this renewable resources, actually it has low carbon emission and hence environment friendly. But non-renewable resources, it has high carbon emission and hence not environment friendly. This renewable resources cost is low, as non-renewable resources cost is high. Renewable resources, these resources are pollution free, but these non-renewable resources are not pollution free. Here, renewable resources, life of resources is infinite. At the same time, non-renewable resources, life of resources is finite and vanishes one day. Within one day, it will be vanished. So, there is one question also, differentiate between renewable and non-renewable resources. So, once again, I am explaining what do you know about these renewable resources and non-renewable resources. These renewable resources cannot be exhausted. Okay. At the same time, the non-renewable resources can be exhausted within one day. Next, this renewable resources, it can be used again and again. For example, solar energy. From the sun we are getting that we can use again and again. Wind energy also, tidal energy and hydroelectricity, etc. These are the energy we can use again and again. But at the same time, non-renewable resources cannot be used repeatedly. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are all the things we are getting from the ground, underground, isn't it? From the earth. So this one often we are using again and again. It won't be produced new. We can't get, isn't it? So it has low. This now renewable resources has low carbon emission and hence environment friendly. From the solar energy also, it won't be polluted. At the same time, non-renewable resources has high carbon emission and hence not environment friendly. It will be polluted the environment. Here, this renewable resources cost is low, but at the same time, non-renewable resources cost is high. If you want to take coal or petroleum, you want to spend more. At the same time, if you want to take the solar energy or wind energy, compared to that, it will be less. Okay. Next, these resources are pollution free. These renewable resources are pollution free. At the same time, these non-renewable resources are not pollution free. The renewable resource, life of resource is infinite. At the same time, non-renewable resources, life of resource is finite and vanishes one day. Next one, the policies of sustainable development. What are the policies of sustainable development? Uses of non-conventional sources of energy. Uses of non-conventional sources of energy. Here, what are the uses of non-conventional sources of energy? Non-conventional, what is the meaning of? That means, in Tamil we will say, மரபுசாரா வளங்களை பயன்படுத்துதல். Okay, use of non-conventional sources of energy. So, India depends on thermal and hydro power plant to meet its power need. In order to get electricity, India depends on two types of power plant. Which are the two types? Thermal power and the hydroelectric power. So, these sources have an adverse environmental impact. Thermal power plant emit large quantities of carbon dioxide which pollute the environment. Okay, so this India depends on two types of power plant. What are they? Thermal power plant and hydroelectric power plant in order to get power. So both these sources have an adverse environmental impact. Thermal power plant emit large quantity of carbon dioxide which pollute the environment. Next one, solar power in India. How? This is also one method of getting electricity. This is an solar power. What do you know about the solar power? It is the electricity getting from the sunlight directly. Okay, solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar power. The solar panel absorbs the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. How we are getting electricity means from the solar panel. So, solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Solar panel absorbs the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. So, because of this, what happens means, a solar electric system can reliably produce electricity for our home and offices. These distributed solar systems are often installed by home and business owners to reduce their electricity cost. Solar power in India is a fast developing industry. So, because of this, the electricity bill will be reduced because of keeping the solar panel in your home or office or etc. The electricity bill will be reduced. So, Tamil Nadu is the state with the highest installed solar capacity in India. Tamil Nadu is one of the leading solar power producing state in India. As on 31st July 2017, the total installed capacity in Tamil Nadu is 1697 megawatt. Okay. So, this solar power in India, what do you know about this? Solar power in India. Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Solar panel absorbs, how it will be get means from the solar panel, it will absorb the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. A solar electric system can reliably produce electricity for our home and offices. So, because of this, it will be reduce this electricity bill. And also in India, when it was in Tamil Nadu, it was started in 31st July 2017. Okay. So, today after this, next question answer I will give. Yes, I will take page number 292. Page number 292. There already I have given 6 question answers in it. Today the 7th question, what is solar power? This is a very important question. What is solar power? That is page number 289 under the heading solar power in India. Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaic cells or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Solar panels absorb the sunlight as a source of energy to generate electricity. That's all. Okay, that is the 7th question answer. Next, Roman number 5, answer in detail. Then first question, discuss the policies of sustainable development. Discuss the policies for sustainable development. Page number 227 and 228. Page number describe the policies of sustainable development. Sorry, page number 287. 287 and 288. Okay. Discuss the policies for sustainable development. Page number 287 and 288. Sorry, this one wrong. So page number 287 and 288. In page number 287, under the heading Sustainable Development, sustainable economic development is taken to mean development without damaging the environment and not compromising with the needs for the future generation. The consequence of environmental degradation do not respect to national or state boundaries. Sustainability of development is comparatively a new area of knowledge in which scientists, economists, philosophers and other social scientists are working together. So first two para and also below this box, do you know? First para. To achieve real sustainability, we need to balance economic, social and environmental sustainability in equal harmony. That's all. Next, page number 288. Page number 288. Policies for sustainable development. Under the heading Policies for Sustainable Development, uses of non-conventional sources of energy. Uses of non-conventional sources of energy. India depends on thermal and hydropower plant to meet its power needs. Both these sources have an adverse environmental impact. Thermal power plants emit large quantities of carbon dioxide which pollute the environment. That's all. Next question, answer in detail. Roman number 5, third question. Differentiate between renewable and non-renewable resources. Differentiate between renewable and non-renewable resources. In your book also, page number 288, you have. If you need, you can learn that one. Otherwise, the guide also I have given. That also you can learn. Here, differentiate between renewable and non-renewable resources. These resources cannot be exhausted. These resources can be exhausted in one day. It can be used again and again, cannot be used repeatedly. Example, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy and hydroelectric energy. Example, coal, petroleum and natural gas, etc. Next point, it has low carbon emission and hence environment friendly. It has high carbon emission and hence environment friendly. Cost is low, cost is high. These resources are pollution free. The non-renewable resources are not pollution free. Life of resources infinite. Life of resources finite and vanish within one day. So up to this today's portion I have completed. So small short answer one question and detailed 2 questions I have given. So please students study thoroughly and write and see in your long note. Okay. Thank you students.